Hey everybody, it's Don the AS Lifter. I'm wearing the shirt today. Got a message I want to spread out to everybody and talk about it. And I also want to kind of touch on my progress and things I've learned, and then kind of go into an outlook for all you warriors out there. So I'm going to start off with my shirt. I've got the shirt everybody recognizes as, Superman. I don't want to talk about Superman. I want to talk about the superhero, the super person inside you, each and every one of you. I want you to take a minute and think about what I'm about to say. There's three aspects to be successful to fighting the disease. One is a healthier diet. People don't want. You may not want to hear it, but you need a healthier diet. Healthier diet will give you more energy. Energy helps you fight the fatigue. So you have to have that ability to fight that fatigue in our disease. Next thing is exercise. Exercise keeps you moving. It keeps you moving forward. Again, I do powerlifting. I'm not suggesting that you go out and do powerlifting, but I'm suggesting you go out and do something. But to everybody out there that thinks you can't lift heavy weights with this disease, I'm telling you, you're wrong. You can. It doesn't happen overnight. It's not something instantaneous, but you can do a lot more than what you think you are. You are a superhero inside. You can find whatever you need to do to achieve whatever you want to achieve. Lastly is, mental strength. You have to have that mental fortitude or that mental strength, that mental drive to want to beat, to want to win, to want to fight, at whatever cost. Some days are going to suck. Some days are going to be hard. Not everybody's going to have a peachy keen day. But I'm telling you, if you can get to the point to where you can get past and fight some of this and get to a stage, you can beat this disease. You can live a very happy life, very normal, not have the serious flares up, not have the serious issues, not really have a lot to get to worry about. You can start living normally. I went to the doctor the other day, and my primary care physician, I talked to my rheumatologist, and I kind of told him about the powerlifting thing, and he's like, wow, he suspects and thinks it's pretty incredible, and I try to keep him up to date on what I'm doing and where I'm going and the numbers I'm hitting. But my primary care physician, I talked to my primary care physician, and he was knew I was into fitness, but he really didn't have an understanding or a clue of what all I got into or what all I did. So I started explaining the powerlifting side, and then my advocacy through the powerlifting, and how I'm trying to, encourage others just to get up and do something. And I remember him thinking, he said something to me that was, was incredible, but at the same time is almost like an insult to me. And it's not in a bad way, it's just the way I think. I had to get in a different mental state. He told me that was incredible. For somebody with my condition to be able to do something like that, that was incredible. I felt honored, but then I felt at the same time infuriated. I hate being lumped into the class of I'm disabled. I hate being lumped into a class of I can't do something. I hate being lumped into a point to where I think that I've got something that's holding me back, or I got an excuse of why I can't live my life to what I need to do. Yes, it reminds me every now and then. Yes, it comes knocking on the door. It lets me know that it's still there, but I'm kicking its butt. And I'm telling you, every single one of you can do the same. So that's my biggest message to you guys. I went into a journey to try to better and become a better athlete in my sport. And in that journey, I took and started training with some bodybuilders, try to learn bodybuilders to understand the difference between powerlifting and bodybuilding, and then also in CrossFit. And here's a very short synopsis of the different sports and what I've learned from them. Powerlifting, yes, everybody thinks it's just a bunch of heavier guys lifting a lot of weight. The training in powerlifting, the weight training side of it, I'll be 100% is more grueling and excruciating than the other two. By far, more effort goes into building the muscles, the strength, and everything else. Otherwise, you couldn't lift that heavy weight. So that in the powerlifting side, there's a lot of grueling exercising, a lot of time in the gym. In bodybuilding, you not only have gym time you're balancing, but you also have diet that everybody knows, and everybody, people that ever try to say it sucks. And then you have other element most people don't understand, and that is the element of posing. You got to practice your poses, how you hold the muscles, how you make them pop, how you make them stand out, the routines, because you have routines. It's not only is it athletic thing, but it's also a showmanship. And then within CrossFit's a lot of functional movement. It's very cardiovascular. It's very active, very fast paced, very high intensity. You know, they take basically a huge workout and shrink it down into a small amount of time. I think CrossFit has got a bad rap from a lot of people that see people get hurt. And I don't think it's anything due to the sport. I think it's due to the fact that the instructors that were teaching those classes just weren't watching people when their form was slipping. They didn't stop them or correct them. They just let them, go for the rep count. And that's ended up what may have caused the injury. Again, I love powerlifting. I tried a little bit of the bodybuilding. It's just not my cup of tea. It's nothing against the sport. It's nothing against anything else. But I did learn something that was pretty incredible, and I learned some accessory muscles, how to work those out a little bit better than what I was doing in the training and the powerlifting. And also I learned the concept of diet and how I need to maintain my weight. If I can maintain my weight but bring my body fat count down, naturally I'm going to be leaner, and in theory I should be stronger. So that's what I'm working on now, is trying to figure out and become stronger. I took a little hiatus. My last meet was in January. My next meet will be in May, so that's about a 4-month period. Usually I'm hitting meets every 2 months or so. So I'm taking a little hiatus. It's time to fine-tune myself, and I'm going to come out swinging with some higher numbers. Again, guys, please support. Please spread the word. Please help, let everybody know what's going on out there. For those that haven't watched this video, don't know anything about me, I was diagnosed with ankylosing spondylitis at the point I was in my major flare. It was in 2014. That's when I got my official diagnosis was 2014. I had signs most of my life. Had signs when I was a little kid. I remember, just laying around my mom, wrapping my knees with hot towels, trying to keep the knees from hurting, ankles from hurting, back was hurting, hips were hurting. Just a lot of the signs I had back then I really didn't pay attention to. 20s went by, I didn't really have a lot, except for I kept having knee issues, just knees giving out or straining or, tweaking real bad. Inflammation would blow them up real quick. It's almost like I had torn ligaments but didn't really tear any ligaments. It's kind of hard to explain. Then in my 30s, I had sacroiliitis. I was diagnosed with sacroiliitis and started having the hip issue and some of the other issues. And then in 2014, I had a major flare which lasted 6 to 8 months, which left me pretty much bedridden and unable to walk. It was a very excruciating and hard time in my life. I went through a dark period. I went very, very depressed, very hard pressed to find happiness or anything else. But the day I was diagnosed with ankylosing spondylitis, and then the day I did the research and understood I could beat this disease, was the day I started back on this journey. So I started back on this journey the end of 2014, right at the beginning of 2015. Here it is, 2018, and I'm competing in powerlifting. I was competing the first time since coming back in 2017. That was roughly, I think, June of 2017 was my first meet. So I've been competing for almost a year now again since coming back, and so far my numbers have gone nothing but up, 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 and I really have had less pain as in doing this. So I've been pretty successful, pretty happy, pretty content, and since 2014 I've never had a major flare, which I'm very happy about. Again, this is Don, the AS Lifter. I'm signing off. Follow me on YouTube. Click that subscribe button. Let everybody know kind of our story, our journey. Also, I encourage every one of y'all to do your own videos about your own stories and post them. Let everybody know what's going on. And then two, you can follow me on Instagram as Texas Markham. I'm also on Facebook as Don Fitness Journey with Ankylosing Spondylitis. Again, look for bigger and better things coming in the future. Look to see, hopefully I can hear from you. And if you have a question, you have something you want to see a video on, hey guys, don't be afraid to ask. Send me a message in the YouTube, down on YouTube, send me a message or tell me and let me know, hey, why don't you do a video on this or why don't you do a video on that. I'll be more than happy to try to express or try to touch on any topics y'all want to hear. Again, thank you everybody. Thank you everybody that supported me. Look for bigger and better things. Remember, find your inner superhero. The inner superhero in you. Win, fight, live, conquer. Conquer the disease. Thank you everybody. Good night.